So what's going on, Jean? Good to see you here.
Hey, how are you? Haven't been on for
Good.
quite some time. I just have a general question. So for people who are selling so-called turnkey business, what kind of
Yeah.
attorney, if I'm not representing, I'm buying it, it's associated with the real estate. So what kind of attorney when I look for in that particular state, just regular business attorneys? Do we,
Transaction attorney.
what
Yeah.
attorney?
You want a business transaction attorney.
Business transaction attorney. Is there similar work chat for commercial brokerage group for what you are doing and a few people you mentioned in different states? Do we have that forum or we don't?
For commercial,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay,
I really don't know. Yeah, sorry.
it's okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
I stay pretty focused. I mean, business is pretty broad
Mhm.
and there's so much to know and so much to learn. So I tend to stay pretty focused in my business broker lane. And so they're in, especially since commercial has so many different product types
Yep.
and asset classes. So it's yeah, there's not enough hours in the day to learn it all.
That's why I was wondering if we have some forum, either I partner with someone to help me go through the due diligence, or at least I can ask if they ever use any attorneys before. It's easy to Google all the names, but you just really don't know their expertise and experience levels. So
Yeah, what state are you in, Jing?
I reside in South Carolina. And this business, I may not purchase. This business particular is in Texas.
Oh, business is in Texas. So, you may want to check with well, in workplace, I know I've posted stuff in workplace before, like for, I needed, what did I need? I think I needed someone to do a phase 1 environmental study down in San Diego because I was selling a nursery, but it owned the real estate as well. So we needed a phase 1 done, and so I just posted in workplace in the general California group. So you may want to go to just the Texas group or Texas commercial or Texas commercial and just post, who have you used? Do you know a good transaction attorney in Texas? You could also check with Clint Fiore, as Clint is a business broker. He's got a pretty good practice down in Texas.
How do you spell his last name, Clint, and then Fiore?
I think it's Fior. I think I.
Okay. You also mentioned the name in North Carolina. Can you give me that name again? A group.
Oh, North Carolina is Patty Dowdy.
Patty.
Patty's she's been selling businesses for a long time. Last name is Dowdy.
Okay.
And she works I think she and Leah Parker do a business broker, or they were doing a business broker training class once a month. Leah Parker is the designated managing broker in, I think, North Carolina.
Also North Carolina, South Carolina, I think. Is this?
I think the Carolinas, I think the Carolinas and Virginia might be, well, I know their business broker association is kind of grouped together, but I don't know. Within ESP, I don't know how that works.
Leah is the managing broker for South Carolina and North Carolina.
Okay, great.
Okay.
I think I talked to her once.
She does.
Thank you.
Patty Dowdy is my mentor. So she's
Patty, they're both very cool. They're both good people and very knowledgeable and very helpful.
Yeah, great.
So,
thank you.
They'll help you out with whatever. But I think that Leah is more commercial oriented.
Patty is more broker business oriented.
I think Patty has more experience on the business broker side than Leah does. I think Leah comes from commercial. So, that may be helpful for you
Okay, great. Thank you.
for what you need.
You mentioned phase one study. Is it applied to most single transactions? Since I was looking at some mobile home parks, people also brought it up saying they do every single for every single park they buy, they do phase one study.
Yeah, I think that a phase one, I mean, it depends on your state, and I don't do commercial real estate in, anywhere. Well, I rarely do it, but I can say that in California in particular, because the laws are so, difficult sometimes, it's really important to do a phase one. And if anything comes up, to do a phase two, because here in California, I mean, even the buyer can end up being responsible for any environmental cleanup that's required, which can be incredibly expensive. So, it's just paying the money for a phase one is almost like an insurance. It's like getting any other type of inspection. You just want to know what you're buying and make sure you're not buying a money pit.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate
Sure.
you doing this every single week. You're always there. I know, oh, I need to talk to her. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, these are actually only the second and fourth. So
Mhm.
second and fourth Wednesdays of the month. So every 2 weeks, basically every 2 weeks or close to it. But it's fun. And I think it helps, gets us together where everybody can share their knowledge and help each other out.